Continuing with the Allegro theme, this is a brochure for the most opulent Allegro, the Vanden Plas 1500. And in fact, it's not badged as an Allegro at all, and therefore it gets its own little brochure. This one is from 1976, so a couple of years before the one I showed you on Sunday, but still a Series 2 Allegro nonetheless. In my view, the Allegro doesn't suit its big grille. If you pumped up the hydrogas, it'd look a little bit like a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which is either a good thing or a terrible thing depending on whether you have taste or not. In contrast, the Allegro's predecessor, the AD016, suited its grille brilliantly. In fact, I think the MG and Wolseley versions were the best looking of the entire AD016 range, but the Allegro's front end just doesn't suit it. It looks like the grille's been plonked on rather than designed in. And this kind of grille design anyway was getting towards the end of its life. An interesting little bit here is that badge on top of the grille. Traditionally, many Vanden Plas cars were called princesses, and the crown badge refers to that. It's interesting because this isn't a Vanden Plas princess, and that same name and badge were used from 1975 on what was the 1822 series and became the Leyland Princess. That look of distinction, whether you think it's distinction or not, I have no idea, but there you go, that's what it says. The phrase good quality has a distinctly old-fashioned ring, but there is a place for such traditional expression in today's frenetic, cost-conscious world. The quiet popularity enjoyed by the Vanden Plas 1500 is ample proof of that, and it's an intriguing exercise to discover why discerning motorists are so convinced of its sterling qualities. To begin with, the Vanden Plas 1500 is totally international in concept. It would look equally at home in Rome or Paris or Vienna, yet its distinctive air of good breeding is unmistakably British. That remarkably compact exterior makes for supremely simple handling in city traffic, yet the interior is spacious enough to make touring a really relaxing affair. Luxurious yet unostentatious, powerful yet economical, the Vanden Plas 1500 is truly a car for the discriminating motorist. I've never heard so much rubbish in my entire life. I love Allegros, but flipping heck, British Leyland, come on. That is ridiculous. And that's the first time I've ever done this in one of these brochure videos. I've done Marinas and now Allegros, and I've also done a Metro, and I've never read such amazing marketing speak ever. It's just, like, it's just too much. Way too much. But without that front grille, as in the video on Sunday, I really like the way the Allegro looks, and again, in a nice blue, that's a decent looking car. But the interior, of course, is where the Vanden Plas-ness shows through. Loads of wood, loads of leather, it's just a really nicely trimmed car. And the best bit, of course, is the picnic tables in the back. The leather is very, very, very nice indeed. And even the carpets down here look lovely, even if this seat base here looks like it's been really, really badly doctored. But just look how thick the front seats are. It's such a nice looking interior. They really, really went to town on making it as nice as they possibly could. It's such a plush little car. The interior of the Vanden Plas 1500 is a triumph of good design, and naturally it's totally luxurious. You'll find deep pile wall-to-wall carpet underfoot, there to provide extra soundproofing as much as it is for sumptuous good looks. Those fully reclining front seats are fully adjustable fore and aft, and all the seats are upholstered in knit-backed expanded vinyl with flute hide panels for the wearing surfaces. And of course, there are dual armrests for everyone. You'll find a full luxury specification on the technical side too. That renowned hydrogas suspension will cushion you comfortably, even over indifferent roads, and the tried and tested 1485cc overhead camshaft engine will power you smoothly and effortlessly up to 50 miles per hour in approximately 10 seconds, or return you around 39 mpg at a steady 50 miles per hour. Luxury must include safety, and in that respect the Vanden Plas 1500 is extremely well endowed. Just consider a few of the most desirable features: rack and pinion steering, safety steering column, servo-operated brakes, hazard warning lamps, and rectangular sealed beam headlamps supplemented by twin fog lamps. Now here we're already at the end of the brochure. Again, this isn't a full brochure, this is just a little supplement to the Allegro range, so that is the Vanden Plas 1500. But here we see all the details that go into a completely different interior from the standard Allegro. The dash is all custom, the gauges are all different. They're of a more conservative, more old-fashioned style, and they've even chromed the ashtray lid down here. As I mentioned in Sunday's Allegro video, this is luxury from a bygone era. There's no real equipment here that you don't get in a normal Allegro, but it's all about materials and comfort. While this car is by no means a genuine high-end luxury car, the effort that BL put in to differentiate the Vanden Plas from the standard models is quite remarkable. Naturally enough, the Vanden Plas 1500 is not lacking in those important extras and options. For instance, you can choose between a highly responsive 5-speed all-synchro-meshed gearbox or optional silk smooth automatic transmission. And those surprisingly useful rear seat picnic tables are not extras, they're part of the whole value for money Vanden Plas 1500 package. And now here on the right hand side, as I briefly alluded to, are all the specifications. Just pause the video now to have a look, and it is interesting that the Vanden Plas initially didn't take the 1750cc engine, but the smaller 1500. If anybody knows why, then please let me know, but it does seem odd that the car they put so much effort into the interior of didn't get the top of the line engine until its later years. But anyway, 68 brake horsepower from the overhead cam 1500cc E-Series engine with a 5-speed gearbox in the sump, hydrogas suspension, all the usual Allegro fare. Now on the back cover again is an advertisement for Supercover, and so there you go, that was a very quick look at the top of the line Allegro. I would have pinned this to the end of Sunday's video, but I just felt as though it deserved its own little affair. And at the end of the day, this is technically a different car. It's technically not an Allegro. You'll notice that nowhere in this brochure at all has it mentioned the word Allegro. It is all Vanden Plas 1500. So there we go. This Sunday, there are going to be, if I can get it out, I'm so woefully unprepared, there are going to be more Allegros, because I also have an Allegro 3 brochure here. So there you go, all your Allegro needs, just come here to Twincam. So anyway, if you did enjoy the video, then please click like, and maybe you can subscribe to Twincam as well. And I'll have that Allegro 3 video coming along soon.